Hey everybody, it's Vince. It is Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022, just with some weekly announcements. Um, Quickly, I want to publicly recognize and congratulate Sam Giordano on becoming a Glassboro police officer. Let me say that again. Sam Giordano was sworn in as a Glassboro police officer last night. Sam grew up in Gibbstown along with his brother Anthony and his mother Tracy and father Ray. Um, Sam graduated from the Ohio State University and is now going to be a patrolman in Glassboro. And his father, Ray, retired from the Glassboro police force. I believe he was a lieutenant. But as you know, the Giordano's, the extended family, there's a long line of law enforcement. His grandfather was chief of police in town. His uncle was chief of police in town. Um, like I said, his father was a lieutenant in Glassboro. He has a cousin who's an FBI agent, and then there are other Giordano's who were state police, police chief in East Greenwich. So long history, and I believe Sam's going to do a great job for Glassboro, and I wish him nothing but the best and on a long, safe, and a very productive career in law enforcement. So congratulations, Sam. Again, it's always good to see Greenwich Township residents doing great things. There will be a newsletter coming out in the very near future. I believe we call it the Gibbstown Gazette or the Greenwich Gazette. That'll be out in the very near future with announcements. Each council member and myself have articles or just brief statements of what's going on in our departments, and then there are other announcements for township residents. Each department head also submitted articles for the Gazette, and that should be out very soon. Just making sure everything is edited and going over the final details. There is a rabies clinic. It's a free rabies clinic at the municipal garage on Saturday, March 26th. So bring your dogs, get a free rabies shot, and at the same time, if you haven't gotten your dog license, you can get your dog license. That's not free. That's a very nominal fee to get your dog license for the year. So again, it's not 100% sure on the hours. You can go on the Greenwich Township website, but I do know it's Saturday morning, March 26th. Go get your dog's rabies shot for free, and then if you need to, you can get you can pay to get your dog's license for the year. And then there is, again, the Bunny Run sign up is going well. Bunny Run is a 5K race, which is 3.1 miles. It's the day before Easter, which is Saturday, April 16th, 2022. Looking forward to seeing not only Greenwich Township residents, but people from all over South Jersey, PA, Delaware. We really want to have a nice turnout for this race. It's the first race, and hopefully it becomes a tradition in town where the day before Easter, the Gibbstown Bunny Run goes off, and we have a great event. As far as the township meeting, we had a township meeting yesterday on Tuesday, February 22nd. We didn't meet on Monday because Monday was President's Day holiday, so we had to push our council meeting to Tuesday. So a couple things at the meeting. We were able to promote 2 part-time township employees to full-time. Superintendent of Public Works Bob Schock recommend that they go from part-time to full-time workers. The 2 young men have done a great job, and very happy for them and their families, and they're going to be an asset to our community and to our township, and they have bright futures in the Public Works Department. So congratulations to those 2 men, to those 2 young men, and again, thank you for your service to our town. Also, we had an update from our township engineer on the North School Street athletic complex, basically going over the installation of lights at the Little League complex, and upgrade of the playground equipment at the North School Street complex. There's two playgrounds. There is a playground closest to the football field near the basketball court, and then there is a smaller playground that is right in front of the softball canteen. So if you've been by, they've been sand. Those playgrounds have been, they're sand pits instead of mulch. So we're going to be upgrading, getting rid of the sand, upgrading to mulch, getting new playground equipment for both areas. We thought that we could save a few of the pieces, but really, the playground equipment was very rusty, pretty dangerous. Some of the steps leading up to the slides and things like that. So in the very near future, you'll be seeing upgrades to both of those playgrounds, and also our engineer gave us an update on the lights for the Little League field, which is called the Major League field. That's the field directly behind the canteen. So in 2019, there was a storm that knocked over some lights at the Little League field. So there was a claim put in 2019, and we got the township received insurance money. Probably took about a year for the claim to be settled, and we got a certain amount of money to help replace the lights. So then last year, as things started taking off, and it was brought to our attention that the lights were still not replaced. So last year we began the process of going out for bid, getting bids, getting specs. These lights have to be placed in certain areas. Little League, the International Little League or the National Little League, they have certain standards for the lights. You just can't put wooden poles, or you can't put them a certain length or a certain height. They have to meet certain standards. So the lights should be installed, hoping for end of midsummer, end of summer, and have the lights ready for fall ball. We would have loved to have the lights in place for Little League season. But it's the time frame, the turnaround just is not there. By the time we get these ordered, the manufacturer said there's usually like a 14-week turnaround. Again, during these times, it's hard to get certain materials. You can place your order, but if the materials aren't there, it's the type of thing where you have to sit and wait until the materials are ready and in place. So again, it wasn't the time frame we all wanted, but it's getting done. That's end of the day. Those lights are going back up, and it's going to be a good day for the kids, because this is what it's about. It's for the kids in town. All right, we want to have the best facilities at what we can afford, and we can make this happen. So we've, as a township, have committed to upgrading the North School Street Athletic Complex. Okay, just in the past year, the township has paid for a new fence that went around the batting cage. The township, after the volunteers patched the canteen roof, the township replaced the roof and had new roof, new gutters. So the roof of the canteen is good, and the roofer also put a new roof on a shed that was he did for free, rather. He didn't charge us for that. That was very nice, and he did that out of the kindness of his heart. That was kind of a last minute addition, and he was able to get that done at no cost. And then we have plans to put a new roof on the field house at the football field. So that'll be coming up. We will probably be resurfacing or repainting the basketball courts, and then we have to take a look at the hockey courts and resurface. That doesn't mean mill everything up. It just it's just filling in cracks, smoothing everything over, so that way the kids have a nice clean surface to play hockey on and also to play basketball on. So uh, there's been an active investment in that North School Street Athletic Complex, and again, I wish it could happen at a faster pace. It's it's what it is, but it will be done. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a very nice complex. And then next year, 2023, we plan on lighting the softball field. And again, the softball, the administration of the softball association has been very patient. They've waited and waited and waited, and it's going to happen for them. It's exciting, and both Little League and softball are looking forward to hosting tournaments. And when you have lights, obviously you can play more games. You can start, and if it gets dark, you can continuously play games. We don't have we only have one field of each. That softball field and one of that major league field. But hopefully, they'll just keep playing games. And by having tournaments, they'll be able to you know, uh, make some revenue where they can support themselves with other materials. So the baseball and softball, they want to be self-sufficient, and by adding those lights, it's not going to pay for the lights. Those tournaments won't be able to pay for obviously the price of the lights, but those tournaments will be good money makers, and it'll help them, with future projects. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, thanks to everyone and their patience. But we really that North School Street complex, we really want to make nice, and that's the plan moving forward. Also, yesterday, during the committee reports by council members, Council President Demena, who is the chairman of the building committee, gave a report regarding the building committee. So last year, in 2021, I asked Council President Demena to be the chairperson of the building committee. The building committee's task is to see what the needs of the township are, building-wise, municipal building-wise, police station-wise, municipal court-wise. If you've been in our facilities, you can tell that they're dated. They may not be very safe. They're sometimes, if people have a little space heater on, if two people turn the space heater on at the same time, the blows breakers, things like that. So I asked Council President Demena if he would lead a building committee made up of Councilman Chilla, made up of Police Chief Mangine, Public Works Superintendent Bob Schock, Township Administrator Jeff Godfrey, and then our architect on the planning board. And their task was to start researching our needs. What does the police station need? What does the municipal building need? What does the courtroom need? And is it possible to put everybody under one roof? That includes the construction office. That includes the old MAFA building, where the township, we're paying rent. And I'd like to stop paying rent. I'd like to have everybody under one roof. But for now, that's what we need to do so we can provide the services to the township residents. It would be nice if we could have everybody under one roof. Not saying that's going to happen. So, I guess maybe the past month, there's been all kinds of wild rumors. I'm not on Facebook, but people send me pictures. People call me and show me things that are said on Facebook. So Council President Demena wanted to put some things to rest, some of these rumors to rest. And basically, right now, as of now, Council President Demena and his group, they went out for, it's called a request for proposal. So they got a bunch of proposals in from architects. that do municipal buildings. That's the kind of work they do. They do public buildings. They design them, they redesign them, they do upgrades to them. So the committee met, they went through all these requests for proposals, and right now they have 3 finalists that would be named architect for this project. So anything that you may have saw on Facebook about plans being, there's 3 bids, there's money being thrown around, it's not true. There is not a single plan. I have not seen a blueprint. I haven't seen anything. And at the meeting last night, Council President Demena said the same thing. They have 3 architects that are the finalists to be named the architect for the project. Once that's done, once they name that architect, that's when the real work will begin. What are our needs? Can we get everybody under one roof? What can be done to save buildings? Can we use the building's structure as is and remodel inside of it? There's all kinds of things that can be done. But anything you saw on Facebook about dollar figures, about things being demolished, things being knocked down, not true. Not true. All right. So I just wanted to clear that up, because there were I don't know where that information came from, and one of the rumors was about the police station. The police station is built over an active wellhead. Okay, so that wellhead cannot be disturbed. So that police station isn't going anywhere. Okay, that building is not going anywhere. We can't knock it down. We can remodel it and things like that, but we can't disturb that active wellhead. So anybody that's worried about that, you can put that to rest. So that was the update from Council President Demena. So anything you heard about dollar figures, things like that, I don't know where they came from. I honestly don't. I don't know where these numbers came from, where these plans came from. But the next step in the building committee is to name an architect. Okay, they're down to 3 finalists. So once that's done, that's when the real work will begin to see what the needs are. I hope that helps. I know this was a long weekly update, but I really wanted to discuss the North School Street Athletic Complex and the building committee. I hope that helps. I wish you nothing but peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. And remember, we do more with we than me. Less Facebook, more face-to-face. Thanks. Have a great night. Be safe, everybody.